welcome to Getting to Good Enough. I'm Shannon Wilkinson.
And I'm Janine Adams. We're here for practical and fun conversations about living with more ease and way less stress.
Yep, we're all about embracing progress over perfection. So grab a tasty beverage and let's get started. Hey, Janine.
Hey, Shannon, how you doing?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm happy to be here, and as much as I resisted doing this on video, it's delightful to see your face while I'm talking to you.
It is. It makes it a little bit more personal, I guess.
Yeah.
You were thinking maybe it did something different.
Well, it felt personal before, so I was trying to figure out
a little bit more, though.
Yeah,
I guess. After we recorded last week's episode, we realized that for our new listeners, and maybe to refresh our old listeners, our existing listeners, that we hadn't really introduced ourselves again. And it's been a while.
Right. We used to say in the intro that you're a life coach who is a recovering perfectionist who's getting better at good enough, and that I'm a certified professional organizer who is naturally good at good enough. But we stopped saying that, so somebody would have no idea. And I could be a chemical engineer for all anybody knows.
You could be.
However, I am not.
No. And we thought it would be fun to introduce ourselves and share a little bit about how different we are, I guess, in many respects.
Yeah, and there's lots of similarities too, I think, foundationally, right? And I also think how we met is interesting.
Yeah, and
we have a meet cute. Don't we have a meet cute story?
We do have a meet cute. Why don't you share it?
Not really. You always tell it better than I do, but I'll start. We met in 2000 online, so we hadn't met yet in person, and a listserv, I believe. Was it a listserv? Yeah. And for people whose dogs had the same relatively rare disease, which was Addison's disease.
Right.
I'll pass it to you.
Yeah. So we both had dogs with Addison's disease. I had a Great Dane, Booker, which you may or may not hear throughout our episodes. And you had a poodle, Kramer, a beautiful standard black standard poodle. And he sort of connected on the listserv through the discussions that everyone was having, and started, I'm guessing, emailing at that time.
Right.
Directly to each other. I'm trying to remember, what was the world like before?
Texting
and DMs and
social media. Right. Yeah. So we just started, we connected, we had sort of the same sensibilities about holistic health care, veterinary care, and so forth. And so we would talk offline, as they say, until we actually got to meet in person only a year later. Right.
And we were going to meet in person because there was a conference that we both wanted to go to that was about dog health, animal health in Chicago. And you said, why don't you fly to St. Louis? And then from Portland.
Right.
And we'll drive to Chicago, go to the conference, come back to St. Louis, and then you can fly home the next day. Great idea.
Yeah. Got some good togetherness in there, but not too much because, conference.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And so I thought that would be really fun. I booked my ticket, and as soon as I pressed buy, I got an email that said the conference was canceled.
Yep.
And this was really like before Skype or anything. So we not even really seen each other as much as we're seeing each other right now.
Right.
And you said, hey, if it's not too weird. Oh, and by the way, it was like a 4-day conference, right?
Yeah. And you built in a day or two on either side.
Yeah. Like fly in, the next day we would drive, then it would be like 4-day conference, and then we'd drive back home, and then I would fly home. So it was like a week that I was going to be there. And you're like, if it's not too weird, why don't you come anyway? And I was like, okay.
Okay. Right. Yeah, I was so disappointed that I wasn't going to get to meet you. So I was delighted that you were okay with coming anyway. So we had a solid week together.
Yeah. So we thought that would be really great, except that I was scheduled to fly on September 12th, 2001.
Right. I actually forgot about that part of the story. Well,
did you?
Not permanently, but just in the retelling of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
was your flight canceled?
Yes.
Everybody's
like all flights, it was grounded. And then I don't remember when they lifted the grounding of all planes and they started flying, but I was on one of the first flights.
Yeah, I think it was the 11th was a Tuesday and you came in on Saturday, is my recollection. And I picked you up at the airport. I went in to meet you at security, and there was nobody in that airport. I mean, there were just a handful of brave souls.
Yeah, and there was pretty much no one on the flight, as I recall.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, so I went to St. Louis. We met, it was like we'd always known each other.
Yeah, I remember driving home from the airport and just catching up. I mean, not catching up, asking questions and learning that, for example, you had gone to a women's college. I had gone to a women's college. I mean,
right.
That's amazing. And just all these things. Yeah.
And you had grown up in the Pacific Northwest.
Right.
Where I had grown up, where I still live. And there were all these things that we had in common that we didn't realize. And one of the funny things I remember is it must have been Rosh Hashanah.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
and we
would have been.
And we went to your friend's house for dinner. Mm-hmm. And they all assumed that you and I had gone to college together and had known each other for however many years that would have been.
Yeah, at that time it would have been
20,
for me,
5 years or something. 15 years.
Like 15 years, yeah. Right?
I graduated in 84. Math in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like 15 years. But anyway, they thought we had known each other a long time. I was like, oh no, we met yesterday or whatever.
Right, that's crazy.
It was really funny. It was a good time. And I loved all your friends and your husband. And we just had a really great week.
Yeah.
Except for the going up in the arch part.
Oh, you're such a baby. That was that trip. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that was a stinky trip up to the top of the arch.
Yeah. But we rode with some people who didn't share our same sensibilities with perhaps washing their clothes and their bodies very frequently.
I was wondering how you were going to put that. Yeah, and you're very sensitive.
For people who haven't gone to the top of the arch in St. Louis, you should do it. We did it again.
I was going to say you've done it twice now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was much more pleasant.
Yeah,
the last time we have a picture from the three of us going up in the arch.
Oh yeah,
this last time you get in like this little capsule thing, and it does this weird little sort of ratcheting thing up to the
keep
top.
You upright, right? So you don't. It keeps you. Yeah, but it's jarring.
It's jarring, and at the time, I felt a little claustrophobic in there.
Mm-hmm. It's a small
it wasn't
space.
pleasant.
It's definitely nicer to be there without people, without strangers. So when we went out,
especially stinky strangers.
right? And I don't have a good sense of smell, and Shannon has a very good sense of smell. So I didn't even notice, and and you were about to pass out. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and the thing that I think is amazing is, given that you live in Portland and I live in St. Louis, I think that we have not had a calendar year in which we did not see each other since then. That's 24 years. That's pretty great, even during COVID. So,
yeah.
That's something.
Well, we got together, I mean, in 2020.
In January.
In January.
Yeah.
And then in 2021.
After we were vaccinated, I went to Walla Walla. And I think I stopped in Portland. Yeah.
Yeah. That has made it convenient over the years to see each other, because you would frequently fly into Portland and then drive to Walla Walla.
Such a pretty drive between the two. And once you went with me, right? Just the two of us. I mean, you just went for the fun of it to Walla Walla.
Oh, yeah. For like a week.
Yeah, for a long time. And then you came other times as well when I needed you. And now that I don't go to Walla Walla so much, because my parents have passed away, we've still managed, but it's not quite as easy.
Perhaps.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Well, now we just have to make a little bit more of an effort, I think.
Exactly. And we're willing to do that.
Yeah. But in the past, because professionally we had been doing similar things like pet riding. Mm-hmm. We would go to see the Westminster Kennel Club.
That's
many years in a row.
Show. Yeah.
And the Dog Writers Association of America Gala Awards banquet.
Uh-huh. And remember, we went to the Cat Writers Association as well, didn't we?
Oh yeah,
didn't you go
we went
Houston
to we went to Houston to the International Cat Fanciers show.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. When the judge thought that I was doing a piece for a different outlet, for a significantly bigger one, I was doing a piece for a local Portland paper.
Which show are we talking about?
The Cat Fanciers
show. The cat show? Okay, I don't remember this at all. Yes.
You don't remember this?
No.
So I was doing a piece for the local Dog Nose News.
Oh yeah, the Dog Nose News.
She thought I was doing a piece for, I think, the Dog News, which was like a national big,
like a trade publication. It was a big deal. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I had gone up and introduced myself to her and saying, I'm here, I'm writing a piece. I know nothing about cat shows. Someone told me that I should be there when you're doing judging because you do a good job of explaining stuff. And then I sat down and thought that was the end of it. And she was getting ready to start her judging and said, before we get started, we have a very special guest here today. Is this coming back to you now?
No.
Really? You were there.
I was there.
You were there.
Oh, my God.
And she's like, I'd like to introduce you all to Shannon Wilkinson from the Dog News, and like had me stand up. And, and what I remember most was about you being there was like someone goes, woo, and did a big woo. And you afterwards were laughing so hard. You were like, you got a woo.
That's awesome. Did you tell her that you were actually with the Dog Nose News?
No.
There was no opportunity, probably.
There was no opportunity. And then she's like, okay, let's get started. And I just sat down and was completely mortified.
I can't believe I don't remember that. That is so great. Yeah, those pet things, events were fun. I mean, they were their own thing, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no experience like being behind the scenes at Westminster where there's dogs with rollers in their hair and it's all kinds of things going on. And then at the cat show, that was an experience unto itself.
Yeah. Yeah. Cat shows are really interesting. They're, especially when you're used to dog shows, because you can't get a cat to run around the ring with you. So they have to have other ways of showing them.
Yeah. Which is basically they just lift them up and stretch them out and turn them around. And
but they also,
someone's like waving a toy in front of their face. And
I feel like they like will start out by sticking a toy in the crate that the cat's in.
Yeah.
And see
all
react.
the cats are set there in crates.
Yeah. Something. Yeah. So, right. So we've been together in many different places, as well as Portland and Walla Walla and St. Louis. Yeah. Very fortunate.
Yeah. I know. It's great. I don't even know how we just were so comfortable together from the very beginning, but we were. And then, over time, when we first met, you were a writer full time. Mm-hmm. And I was doing investor relations. I had an investor relations consulting practice. And then I started doing some pet writing. And then our careers sort of evolved. And we ended up collaborating on a number of different things.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. We've had workshops together. We've had teleclasses. What do we call these other kinds of classes? E-course.
Oh, yeah, we have e-courses.
Because we jump at every chance we can to collaborate. And then, the podcast back in 2018 allowed us to collaborate weekly. So that was nice. Yeah. And now we're back.
Really fun.
Yeah.
And we've also done a lot of dissimilar things over the years.
Yes, I was just thinking about that. For those similarities, there are lots of differences. Like, as my friend Geraldine says, I'm an indoor cat. So
yes,
I like to stay inside and do cozy inside things. And you like to go outside and do dangerous outside things.
No, I mean, I have in the past done some things that were maybe a little more risky than others, but it's not like I'm out there courting danger these days.
Fair enough. I didn't want to make it sound like you're a tornado chaser or something, but I mean, you were climbing mountains, and one day you called me and said, I'm climbing by myself, so I'm going to call you when I'm done, and if I don't call you, here's the emergency number to call. I'm like, what? And I'm not going to say no to that, of course, but I was a little nervous until you called me. And also, like, why are you doing this by yourself? Why? Why, Shannon? But you made it.
I did. Well, because it was New Year's Day, and I knew at least 2 groups that were going to be climbing. And so I knew that I wasn't really going to be alone, that there were going to be other people on the mountain. And this was a climb of Mount St. Helens. And that actually ended up being my last mountain climb.
Oh, wow. I don't think I realized that.
Yeah.
Well, was climbing by yourself a goal?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
it was
I'm glad
something that I wanted to do. Yeah. And it was an amazing experience. I'm so glad I did it. And I felt completely safe the whole time. And the reason why I gave you the information is because there's no cell service there. Mm-hmm. And so, it's safety.
Right, because you're a smart gal. You're not a party gal.
Someone needed to know where I was going and what I was doing. And I wasn't going to tell my mom.
Right. Yeah, so I was just, like, you weren't stressed out about it, but I was. But that's fine. I stayed inside and everything was fine. Yeah. But you run marathon, or you have run marathons. I don't think you're a marathoner currently.
I'm not currently a marathoner.
I have walked a half marathon.
I know. But you know what's really funny? When we're walking half marathons, I thought that was a lot. Like, I didn't know how you did that.
That was because you weren't running yet, right?
Right.
Right. Yeah. So you were impressed. Now you're less impressed, I'm guessing.
I'm still impressed that you did it.
Given my propensity to not exercise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, walking 13.1 miles is an achievement for sure.
That's time consuming anyway.
Yeah.
It takes a while. Yeah. You're a big traveler.
Yes, I love traveling. I was thinking with the walking thing, I did a big walk.
Sure did.
In 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was supposed to go in May of 2020, and obviously that got canceled.
Yeah.
So then it was in 2022 that I went to Portugal and walked the Camino de Santiago, which is a pilgrimage walk there are many places to start, but I started in Porto, Portugal, and walked to Santiago de Compostela, Spain. And
what was the distance?
It was a little bit over 200 miles.
Amazing.
Yeah. And I walked, I think 16 days, and I averaged about 13 miles a day.
Oh, wow. For 16 days. Wow.
Yeah.
And you didn't
But I had days that were like 5 or 6 miles, and then I had days that were like 18. I think I might have had one 20-mile day.
Wow. That's impressive. And you did it unaccompanied. I mean, I imagine you talked to people along the way, but you weren't walking with somebody.
Correct. I was by myself.
Yeah.
I did have a friend, Jonathan, who was living in Portugal at the time, and he actually picked me up at the airport in Porto, which was really nice, and got me settled in my hotel room, and then we went to dinner. And then the next day, I had just found out a couple days previously on social media that another person I knew was walking at the same time.
Oh, wow.
She was starting a day later than me. And so I met her for breakfast, and then I just started walking.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah. And then I met Jonathan in the town he was living in at the time, and took a rest day at his apartment, which was really nice, particularly because it was pouring rain that day.
Timing.
But I got to do actual laundry in a washing machine as opposed to washing my clothes in the sink or the shower every day. So that was nice.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
And then that rest day meant that I ran into my friend again.
Oh, nice. Did you walk with her at all, or was she resting?
I walked with her a little bit, and then we just walked at different paces. So I walked with her and her friend for a little bit, and then I went on my way, and I met interesting people all along the way. And
it sounds amazing.
Yeah, when I got to Santiago, my husband was waiting for me.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Which was really nice.
Yeah, that's. I mean, you we both like challenges. We just like different kinds of challenges from each other. But you enjoy a challenge, and it's fun to plan a trip or a project and make it happen. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, so I do love a challenge, and you, like you said, also love a challenge, but a different kind.
Yeah, I prefer.
How many postcards did you write?
Oh, I've written over 4,000, but to voters. I don't really know, actually. I kind of forgot. But it's over 4,000, yeah. So I enjoyed trying to make that little bit of a difference in the world. And I love my 100-day dress challenge. Well, and all the subsequent dress challenges that I've done with the Wooland company to wear.
Yeah.
You turned me on to that.
I did turn you on to Wooland, and like so many of the things I turned you on to, you embraced it wholeheartedly and have continued with it. And I have left it and gone on to do something. I mean, with wool, I didn't, just decide I couldn't wear it.
Right.
I've grown too sensitive to wool and cannot wear wool.
It's so sad to me.
Which makes me really sad.
Yeah, because I love it so much. So when you told me about it, we're on the phone. I think we were podcasting or getting ready to record. And I looked it up and saw this dress, 100 days, wear it for 100 days in a row. I'm like, I like that. I don't have to think about what to wear for 100 days. Bought it, wore it the day it arrived, and wore it every day for 100 days. And now that's all I wear is those clothes. But I don't wear that particular dress, although I still have it. But it looked just like this dress, except it was black.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a very simple dress. Yeah. So I appreciate you changed my whole sartorial life with that suggestion.
Yes, because now you've everything you wear is natural fibers, primarily wool.
Right.
And you wear wool every day.
Right. Yeah, it's August in St. Louis, and it's in the 90s and humid, and I'm wearing wool.
Yes. I remember that when I was there a year ago.
Yeah.
And it was unbelievably hot and humid. And it doesn't matter what I'm wearing, it's uncomfortable. And you had on wool.
But it's merino wool, it's breathable, blah, blah, blah. It's not. I wore a sleeveless dress today when I walked Bix. That was a sleeveless wool dress. But yeah, it's just how it is. For me, it's great. And people think it's a little crazy. But, and also bare legs. I'm wearing bare legs. So that's something. That's a concession too. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, you told me you were going to start knitting. You had some friends you were knitting with. I'm like, that sounds like fun. And so I started knitting, and I'm still knitting. And that was 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Yeah. So yeah, you turned me on to all sorts of
stuff. And I knit two things.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's a way,
I haven't
one way
knit
we're different.
Since.
Yeah. You turned me on to YNAB, and we're both still doing that.
We are both still doing that. It took a while to get you to embrace it.
It took years to get me to embrace it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
and
boy,
now,
am I grateful.
How much do you love it?
I love it to the universe and back. I love it so much that, like you, I've taken training to help other people with YNAB, and it changed my financial life and really so much around my emotional life, because I used to have so much stress about money that I no longer have, thanks to this amazing app and philosophies. Basically, I have a policy that if you suggest something for me, I'll do it. Because I trust you now so much, like you would never suggest I go climb a mountain. So I don't have to worry about that.
No.
So if you think it would be good for me, I know it would be. And it's the key to my success.
If I tell you to do it,
I'll do it. And then I'm successful. So plus you were my life coach. And right, I was one of your first clients, I believe. Yeah. And we don't, thanks to you getting my head screwed on so tight, I don't have to use your overt services that often. I don't have to schedule a session very often, but I owe it all to Shannon.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I think there's a lot more to it than that, but because you have this tremendous ability that I am envious of sticking with things. Mm. And
but only fun things.
Well, yeah.
Right. Of course.
I mean, duh. That's our philosophy here at Getting to Good Enough.
And in a future episode, I would love to talk with you about motivating me to do some things that are good for me but less fun.
Yes. Well, I was going to say that sometimes fun, particularly as we've described the things that I have a tendency to do, I find challenging things fun, like physically challenging things. I like to try new things, and I like it to be hard. Like I'm not 100% sure that I could do it, but I'm pretty sure that I can do it. Like I know it's possible.
You're talking physically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Wow.
I mean, it's been primarily physical, but sometimes it's writing a novel in a month.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the year, I think, if we're going to keep our schedule.
Oh my gosh.
We write a novel every 5 years, right?
I think so.
And I think this is the
this
year.
might be it.
Yeah, I haven't written one in a while. We don't have to do it, though.
Oh, the last one we did, I think, was 2020.
We like a challenge. But I don't like a physical challenge. I like a mental challenge a lot, or a discipline challenge. But physical challenges do not appeal to me.
I'm glad that we have our separate stuff we do and so much that we have in common, because that's what I think makes this podcast so fun and interesting.
Yeah, you're right. It makes it so much fun for us to talk to each other in a semi-structured manner on a weekly basis.
Yeah, yeah. So to our listeners, if you have questions for us, you want to know more, anything you're curious about, you can let us know on social media. You can also send an email to gettingtogoodenough@gmail.com. We have a phone number that people can call and leave a voice note, which is 413 I'm going to have to find out what it is.
You keep talking. I'll look it up.
But we're also on Facebook, Getting to Good Enough, on Instagram at Getting to Good Enough. And we would love to hear from you.
I have the phone number.
Oh, good.
It's 413-424-GTGE. That's 4843.
Thanks for joining us on Getting to Good Enough. We hope you heard something that makes your life just a little bit easier. If you did, leave us a review or share this with someone who's looking for their own version of good enough.
Thanks for listening. See you soon.
I was right. I was just afraid to say it wrong.
Yeah, well, I guess wrong would have been worse than nothing. So,
yeah, that wrong would have been not good enough.
Right. Yeah, exactly.